morning, everyone. So I'm here to share some quick tips and tricks on how you can do a little bit of yoga before you even roll out of bed in the morning. So if you are in that space in your life where you're waking up quite often, a lot of pain, this is a wonderful practice for you. Even if it's just general aging, the little stiffness in our joints, or if it's because you have a chronic health condition. If you do have a chronic health condition, please check in with your medical provider before taking the practices in this series. So to begin, we can start simply by rolling up to a comfortable seat, pressing yourself up. Take your time to get there. Moving to a comfortable cross-leg position, if that's comfortable for you. If it's better for you to dangle your legs over the side of the bed, know that you can do so. So just taking a moment to kind of check in, notice all of those aches and pains, maybe those places of discomfort in the body. And just take a moment to pause, place your left hand on your heart and your right hand on your belly. We're going to start this practice with a moment of gratitude. Just pausing in gratitude for our breath, that we woke up this morning or today, whatever time of day it is for you, where we can really appreciate that we got to take a breath. So breathing in, I am grateful. Breathing out for this breath. Let's take that 2 more times. Just breathing in, I am grateful. Breathing out for this breath. And this last time, go ahead and do it on your own without me saying it, but you can say it in your own mind. Good. Pause there. Maybe notice the sensations, the feeling of your heartbeat or your chest underneath your top hand. Notice the movement of your belly as you breathe under your bottom hand. Just notice that gentle movement through the body. Breathing in, notice the movement underneath the bottom hand, up to the top hand. And when you breathe out, notice the movement from underneath the top hand all the way to the movements underneath the bottom hand. As you draw your awareness here, you'll notice that your body moves as you breathe. So even before we're actually moving, we're experiencing some movement simply by way of breathing. So even if the rest of this practice is very difficult for you, know that you can practice focusing on the movements in your body as it relates to each breath that you take. So moving to our next shape. We'll breathe in, maybe reach our arms way up high. And if reaching your arms up high is difficult or painful, just take your personal range of motion. And that can be anywhere from your arms down by your side, maybe it's at the sides, and kind of play with it. Explore your body, noticing what feels good. And if something feels bad, just don't do it. And move into the spaces where it does feel good. So breathing in, noticing all the space that opens up. And breathing out, notice everything that can soften. We'll do that 2 more times. Breathing in, noticing what can open up, maybe some lifting movements. Exhaling, breathing out, and just noticing all that is softening. 1 more big sweeping movements of the arm. Reach up as high as you can, and exhale, slowly bring the hands back down through center. Allow your left hand to find your right knee. We're going to take a gentle twist to the right. Turning gently now over towards the right side, towards your right knee, opening that right arm wide behind you. Again, you can explore the range of motion just from your knee as far back as you can. And the goal isn't to cause any reaching or striving or even any pain here. You're moving to a place where you can achieve a deeper, richer, and fuller breath. Even as you breathe in and you're twisting, notice this lengthening through the back body, your spine. And as you breathe out, notice a softening through your body. And again, we'll take a total of 3 breaths, so you might have 2 more to go. Just breathe in nice and slow. Maybe that chin, instead of facing the camera, slowly turns towards the direction of the right shoulder. Just noticing your breath again. One more cycle of breath. Slow and steady breath in. And slow and steady breath out. Slowly unwind. Notice all the sensations in your body. If you need to give yourself a little wiggle, give yourself that wiggle. We're going to take it now to the opposite side. So taking the right hand to the left knee. And if you got it switched up last time, no worries. Just take opposite hand to knee and explore that range of motion with the left hand. Slowly guide it behind you, reaching only for a space where you can achieve a richer, deeper, fuller breath. If you notice a little bit of restriction, pause where you get to that little edge of resistance, but don't press beyond it. And it's in that edge that you'll continue to breathe. So you might have been already taking a few breaths while I've been chatting, and we're just going to take 2 more. Twisting to your edge of resistance without creating pain. You'll breathe in, expanding through the rib cage, the belly, just as we practiced before we took the twist. And softening, breathing out, just letting everything go. Slowly unwind, come back through center. And then go ahead and find a little pillow, a blanket, whatever you've got, and make a little padded space in front of you. So again, this is kind of like the first thing in the morning. We're just moving to a space where we can take a little forward fold. So breathe in, lift the arms up as high as you can. Exhale, soften right over that little padded space that you've created yourself. Maybe resting your head down and softening here. Just getting a nice stretch through the back body, through your hips and your back. Noticing again, still breathing into this space. If you find that you've achieved all the lengthening and all the opening that your body would like in this space, you can slowly remove any of the supports and begin to sink a little lower. Now, if you notice any pinching or hinging in the hips here, you can always lengthen one leg down and let it kind of dangle here, opening that hip up so you can soften and melt into the shape. So this yoga practice is beautiful in the way that you can adjust the shapes to serve your body and meet you exactly where you are. So if you did the one leg to the side, try to take it to the other side now. I'm not going to dangle my left leg off the edge of the bed. I'm just going to let it be long. But if you notice that knee is giving you trouble, you can support it. And instead of dangling over at the side of the bed, you can support it with a little blanket or pillow. So we're going to soften here into this shape again. All we need are 3 really slow and steady breaths. We're focusing on the feeling of breathing, that movement in the body, without even really going anywhere, without having to be strenuous. So take one more breath here, really mindful, slow and steady. And soften and let it all go. Coming back up to a seated space. Bring our feet back together. And that concludes our practice. So super simple. We've kind of moved through the body. Of course, there are ways that we can move a little bit more, but this is a nice little warm-up. We'll be starting a series here soon with gentle warm-ups that you can do before you even get out of bed for anyone who does experience that stiffness in the body, through the joints, or any sort of condition that leads to that feeling and those sensations. Again, if you are under the care of a medical provider, please check with your medical provider before incorporating yoga into your practice. So when you're ready, you can start your day. You can let your feet dangle off the side of the bed and just go ahead and start your day. Thank you so much for joining me in this new series, Little Wake Up with Rhonda.